We now have the pleasure of hearing from the person on our team who has showed this organization how well she can lead. Without further ado, I would like to bring to the stage Katie Dodge, Shannon Atkin, and McKenna Johnson to introduce you to your 2012-2013 Nevada FFA State Vice President, Lynn Dodge, as she gives her retiring address titled, It's Elementary.
Hello, Nevada FFA. I'm McKenna Johnson, and I am honored to be here to introduce your Vice President, Lynn Dodge. Now, I can't specifically remember the day that Lynn and I met, but when I look back to my childhood memories, she's everywhere. Whether it was at the school helping our moms, or at the numerous 4-H and FFA events that we attended together, we have always had a blast. Some of my fondest memories involve Lynn, Katie, and I walking our 4-H animals around the neighborhood, which was our version of long walks on the beach. Most everyone knows that Lynn is a twin. However, I think the neighbors who didn't quite know us as well had some suspicion about us being triplets. I know, it's hard to believe considering our striking resemblance in height and hair color. Now I would like to read a quote or a saying that I feel represents Lynn and I's relationship very well. Best friends are people who you know you don't need to talk to every day. You don't even need to talk to each other for weeks. But when you do, it's like you never stop talking. When Lynn comes home, we always try to have breakfast or lunch at O'Carroll's in Lamoille. What takes most people an hour to do, it usually takes Lynn and I about 3, if not more. Besides our long chats, Lynn has also been a mentor to me for many years. She's the only person I know who will take the time to write a personal note encouraging me during a difficult time, or simply just to say hi. I am so glad that you guys got the opportunity to see Lynn's hard work and dedication to this organization. Lynn, I would like to thank you for your years of service and the many years of friendship you have given to me. I look up to you more than I could ever explain. You're such a strong, inspiring young lady, and I love you like a sister. I'm so blessed to be here and to call you a friend. Thank you.
Hello, Nevada FFA. I have met many of you in the years I spent in this wonderful organization. For those of you who I did not meet, I am Shannon Atkin. When your Vice President, Lynn Dodge, asked me to introduce her, I couldn't have been more thrilled. To introduce such a young, amazing, outstanding, hardworking young lady was an honor. Spending another state convention with such a great officer team and organization is an opportunity I also did not want to miss, especially if it meant introducing one of my very best friends. Lynn and I have known each other since we were in middle school, and she has always been one to be organized yet flexible, driven yet creative, studious yet fun-loving. Some of you may remember Lynn for her famous British accent or her great storytelling. However, it is my strong belief that she will be remembered most for the pride she has taken in FFA and the things she has accomplished while serving as your state vice president. Nevada FFA, I am proud to introduce to you my very best friend and your 2012-2013 Vice President.
Hello, Nevada FFA. For those of you who don't know, I'm Katie. Being a part of this great association for 4 years, I believe it's among the nation's very best. Call me biased, if you will. But being among the nation's best doesn't end there. You see, I'm particularly fond of one of the nation's best state officers, and I'm so privileged to call her my twin sister and best friend. Now, I've moved on from my days in FFA, but along the way, I got to know many of you, and there's many of you still that I've never met, but feel like I know because of the great things my sister thinks and tells me about you all. Even still, one thing's true. There isn't a person who has worked harder, cared more, or been more passionate about the Nevada FFA and all of you members. The rest speaks for itself. So without any further ado, I'm pleased to introduce to you my twin sister, best friend, and your 2012-2013 State Vice President, Lynn Dodge.
Ever changing as it flows, and the dreamer's just a vessel that must follow where it goes, trying to learn from what's behind you, and never knowing what's in store makes each day a constant battle just to stay between the shores. And I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Too many times we stand aside and let the water slip away. What we put off till tomorrow has now become today. So don't you sit upon the shoreline and say you're satisfied. Choose to chance the rapids and dare to dance the tide. Yes, I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. There's bound to be rough waters, and I know things.
I have always loved school. While I'm sure that most of you are enjoying your week away, I hated missing school. In fact, I would even tell my mom that I was fine when I was sick just so that I could go to class. This was especially true in elementary school, and math was always my favorite subject. So that's what today's lesson is all about: addition and subtraction. To get us started off, I have this simple problem I'm going to need your help with. Say it with me. 1 bird plus 2 birds equals
5 birds.
3 birds, absolutely. I think we've got that down. But there's something else that I remember. And that's that we're constantly asking our teachers why we have to learn this. I mean, when are we going to use this in real life? The truth is that we use it every single day without even realizing it, in our interactions with others. You see, our first types of people add something to life. They make the lives of others better. The most important thing worth noting about adders is that they always add intentionally. They make a conscious decision to help someone, and it doesn't happen on accident. They add on purpose. Our second types of people are identified as subtractors. Sadly, this is the category where most people land. They make life harder and burdens heavier. The saddest thing about subtractors is that they almost always do this unintentionally. They don't mean to hurt others, but end up doing it anyways. If you aren't adding, you become a subtractor by default. Wow, this elementary concept was a reality check for me. It led me to discover what it truly means to be an adder and how I could add to the lives of others. And I've been fortunate to have several adders in my life. When I think about my mentors, role models, advisors, and friends, these are the people that I strive to be like because they made a difference in my life. I I think of the Johnson and Morai families and my FFA advisors. I think of past state officers like Tessa Sestacha and Jimmy Lotsbeach, who always made me feel welcome. I think of my parents and my sister Katie. I could be here all day and not begin to name or express all the thanks that these people deserve. But that's not the point. They showed through their actions what I can finally put into words. They invested in me on purpose. They made a conscious decision to help me. They are my adders. If you're going to make a difference, you have to do it on purpose. So think about your mentors, role models, advisors, and friends. Who are the people who call just to check in? Who takes time out of their busy day to have coffee or lunch with you? Who are your adders? Once you've identified someone, I have a two-part favor to ask. First, thank them. They need to know that you appreciate their effort. Second, be an adder for someone else. Identify at least one person you can help, encourage, and add to. Choose to do this on purpose. Right now, this seems simple enough. I mean, it makes sense that we all want to be adders, but we often forget about it in our daily actions and goals. Think about a goal that you have. You know, one of my goals was to become a state officer. As I began this year, I thought that I had already won the race, that I had arrived. Life would be perfect and I could finally impact others in the way that I wanted to. But I soon learned that I still had new challenges to face and so many things to learn. I was back to square one. Again. It took me a long time to discover what was right in front of me all along. You see, achieving goals was never my problem. My perception of what achieving a goal means is what misguided me. I expected to arrive along with my goal, but people are affected by impact. My goal should have been to impact rather than just arrive. So think back to your goal, whether it's to win the state championship, become a chapter or state officer, or get into your favorite college. Are you expecting to wake up and be this different person? Are you expecting to impact or arrive? When we only expect to arrive, we can never fully achieve our goals. You cannot be an adder. When you choose to impact, the goal remains the same, but it allows you to add to the lives of others. So if your goal was to win the state championship, you will then focus on disciplining yourself, encouraging your teammates, and spreading your passion to everyone around you. The goal remains the same, but when we choose to impact, the final score of that game won't really matter. You'll have grown as a leader, developed meaningful and lasting relationships, and made a difference in the life of everyone around you. Make your goal to impact rather than just arrive. This is what was right in front of me all along. But just like in class, I needed to be paying attention. I had the example of all of the adders in my life. I was not going to make a difference just by being me or by achieving a goal. I had to choose to take action and choose to add something to the people around me. We see all of these people who live these powerful and purposeful lives, and we can too. Choose to live by choice and not by chance. Impact rather than just arrive. Be intentional. Add on purpose. Adding and subtracting. It's a simple concept. It's elementary.
Lynn, you are one of the coolest people that I've ever met. With your addiction to Pinterest and Grey's Anatomy, you totally bring something unique to this team. Even though sometimes we'd get frustrated at you because we wanted to just goof off, your ability to keep us on task is pretty amazing. This team, we wouldn't have been as successful if it wasn't for you. So thank you for all of your hard work. And I'm gonna cry. So, before I do, I am proud to present you with your retiring officer jacket and belt buckle. Nevada FFA, this is your 2012-2013 Nevada State Vice President, Lynn Dodge.